Oh, hi there, welcome to a new video. A few days late, but I've got a good excuse. We've got a new microphone set up, so now we can sort of do, in effect, some live drawing. It took a bit of a while to fill up with the mic settings to get something good, so but it seems to be working now, so that's a good sign. So today we're going to do some character designs for the next project. Now, we've already done a video where we've designed our protagonist. You saw in the last video the antagonist. Where is it going to be? Some designs for the antagonist. So the antagonist is this sort of European billionaire who's very serious, but has made a fortune selling sort of novelty items like rubber chickens, that sort of things. So, as part of the story, we need a prop. Excuse me. Still not quite over this cold, it continues to linger. And one of the props I've got to design is a robotic sumo wrestler, because that's the sort of story this is going to be. So I'll get this. Let's see if I can find a bit of reference just of a sumo wrestler. I'm going to put it to one side. Sumo wrestler. Let's get some images up so I can have a little look, just so I can get an idea, and we'll do some drawing. And we'll chat a little bit. Well, I'll talk a little bit. I don't want it to be too long, so it's not going to be a complete character design. We're basically roughing out some forms, and we're sort of feeling our way through the prop design. Yeah. As I record this is a Monday, so hope everyone had a great weekend. We went to a festival in one of the villages in East Anglia and saw far too much Morris dancing, which, if you're not familiar with Morris dancing, it's a weird British tradition which is simultaneously thousands of years old and also seemingly invented last Tuesday. You have a group of people known as a side. They usually dress in the same clothes, so it's either white shirt, white trousers with bells on, or usually rags and painted faces. Sometimes they'll have hankies, sometimes they'll have sticks, and there's lots of sort of jigging around and hitting the sticks against the sticks and flinging the hankies around and things like this. If you ever visit the UK, watch a couple of dances. That's quite fun if you see them. You know. So yeah. Anyway, this is going to be a robotic sumo wrestler, and I really want him to look big, burly. I did toy with the idea of having like caterpillar tracks, but I think I want him to be humanoid. So maybe, yeah, that could be cool. Part of the character description is he's able to shoot lasers out of his eyes, so probably needs to have separate eyes, or maybe you can sort of shoot the lasers out that way. So. Actually, that'd be pretty cool. It's not a bad idea. I quite like that. And usually, sumo wrestlers have got these buns on top of their heads. You know, it's the haircut, you know. wonder if I'll have a quick look at my phone, see if I've got like hairpins, things like this. I wonder if there's something I can stylise up to look a bit like an aerial. Yeah. Maybe I should look at some of the rest of the hair. No, it's just tied up with a bit of a bun. There's no hairpins or anything. That's a shame. Never mind. We could stick an aerial in there. Anyway. Quite like that actually. Let's see if I can think of some other designs for the eyes. We're sort of, I don't know. This design is sort of kind of piecemeal. Like, I want the head to have this big robotic jaw. I don't know if I want to have teeth in it, but definitely want the jaw. I wonder if I've inset eyes on, or almost look like goggles. Then you could have I don't think it's as cool as that. Yeah, I think other character designers will give you really fancy sort of looking character designs, very painterly. They look amazing, whereas these are literally sort of back of a napkin. I mean, they're in the sketchbook, for God's sakes, you know. But there we go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this design for the eyes. We'll make that smaller, and we'll lose the aerial. We don't want the aerial. I like this hairline though, so let's just doodle something as a centre line. And we'll put the eyes up here. It's got this visor here. An eye there, an eye there. A hairline, so to speak. Jaw. That colour in. So rivets and the side. So this is going to be in grey, so this can be a darker grey, this can be a slightly lighter grey, which means that this can be darker because that gives us a nice two-tone effect. Sort of. Yeah, that's where you want it. Oops. There's that one down there. Right. Body time. I really want this guy to look wide, you know. The picture I see in the sumo wrestlers, you could sort of describe them as almost with like they're like a walking wall. They're big and formidable. And it's a mistake. I think it's a mistake to say they're fat and just say that's it. No, I think that they are definitely athletes, but it's geared around heavy lifting and pushing. So when I'm drawing robots, I like the C3PO design, where you have like chest and hips, and then something that connects them in the middle, which is not necessarily a single piece. So with C3PO, you've got like loads of wires. With this guy, I'm sort of taking my inspiration from Baymax from Big Hero 6. He's got essentially a second piece, so I like the idea of having like almost like a sphere for the abdomen, with the chest on top and the hips underneath, with the legs coming out at the side. So I think that's what we're going to try and do for this. It gives you the width, it gives the character the width it needs, and a place where you could, if you were building this, that would be a great place to sort of pivot the chest from and the hips from. Okay. Put a shoulder here, a shoulder here. Just going to put this shoulder in. I want these to be a bit like sort of Space Marine shoulder pads. You've got this sort of lip around the edge. Actually, it needs to be way more rounded. I'm working really quick today. The thing is, you can spend a couple of hours, you know, sort of umming and ahhing and sort of iterating on your design, and that's great, but it doesn't make for a very interesting video. So right, let's do this. This is where the hips are going to go. I'm just going to block in the shape of the hips right now. I'm just going to do that. There's our hips. Now, how do I want to handle the legs? I think I want the legs to come out the side like this. And that means the arms go here, sort of thing. Right. Let's refer back to some reference. The costume. I'm not sure what it's called. I don't want to say nappy because it's not that. But actually, that bit overlaps. So this bit overlaps that bit, which is interesting. It makes it. It's not just a flat piece, which is interesting. Cool. We'll put a little hint of the ball socket there. Put the leg in here. Really should put this onto a separate sheet of paper. That's what I'll do after this. After this video. Yeah. Okay. Right. I'll just quickly sketch one with the leg. I think we really want to make the feet big and wide. we put toes on? Or should we just treat it as a big foot? Treat it as a big foot, I think. It's going to be easy to draw. Right, that's what we're find out of the way. Let's just get onto a second sheet of paper, onto the side. Let's rough out the design. How long has this video been going? 15 minutes. Let's try and get this video out for, let's spend the next 5 minutes just drawing this guy. Yeah, that's a trick, Okay, so in order to really sell the width and the power, there's no point putting the shoulders there. It just makes him look dorky. Shoulders here, so that this guy looks massive, especially if I could bring these shoulders out. So now they start here, so instead of coming in, this bit goes out like that. That's actually not a bad one. That's not a bad shout. Put the edging around it. I feel that maybe actually this needs to go the other way, but it looks like it's tapering down. It's almost like a bodybuilder at this point. So let's go back to our sort of original idea. We probably want to put some design onto the spherical midsection, maybe something like that. To be determined. So we'll take this slide around. That's our edge now. It's better. Right, this is where we put the legs in. The sort of legs that we sort of roughed out here. So we want, I'll just draw them standing straight, which is kind of boring, but I think it's kind of, you need to have something like that for when you're doing a robot. I might check the proportion of this. Legs seem a bit long. Yeah, I want the needs to be there. So one of the joys of sketchbooking now, working in your sketchbook, it's not some treasured, precious thing. This is the playground. This is the this is where we rough our ideas out, you know. So we come to the final thing. We've already examined, you know. We've already examined the possibilities for our character design. That's pretty cool, quite like that. Alright. So for this one, this is halfway down the shin. Basically this shin piece flares out and covers the boot of the foot. Just makes it a bit more interesting and a bit more fun to draw. We'll split the toes off that way. There. Right. Don't forget that's that. Elbow here. Fluffy with the rib cage. So put an elbow here. Elbow here. Arm here. And this in the script, this is just described as robo-sumo. But it probably needs like a product name. So I'm toying the idea of calling it something like robo-sumo 2001 or robo-sumo 2000. That was the vogue a few years ago. It was like the Nimbus 2000 or Knight Rider 2000 or something. Keep this bit fairly straight. I'm tempted to just put connective hose, like flexible hose between the joints, so you got sort of upper arm, lower arm, and then that. I think I might do that because we're in the story. We're probably going to see that more than anything else. We're probably going to see more upper body than lower body. So let's do that. Because it's a cartoon story, characters have 3 fingers because it's easy to draw. Culturally, we're sort of hardwired for it, and I'm lazy. Also, I want the hands to be big. I don't want the fingers to be too I don't want people to draw. I don't tend to draw away from, say, the face or the face and the character. Right, let's draw a hand here. We'll put thumb in there, and then we'll put 3 fingers in there. This will be our hand, and then on there. Just blocking these fingers, and I think that'll do it. Well, that'll do for today. So it's a 26-minute video. Hopefully you didn't find it too boring. Join us again next time. We'll be just drawing something else, no doubt. And like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that sort of good stuff, and we'll see you in the next video. Okay everyone, take care. Right, bye now.